Pace, 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 pace. What it is, what it is.
I speak for the five. I speak for I speak for the five as soon as he do.
Yes, you do, G. Yes, you do. So pace, 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 man. Look, we got another one in the books. It's gonna be a good one. So I got to do my thing. Hold on, let me do this. All right, hold on. So peace, peace. Oh, hold on, hold on. So peace. Hold on, hold on. Just okay. So peace, peace. There's a brother named Mr. Vibes 305 who do I contact and talk to about the knowledge I stay in Florida. So peace. If you've seen this, right? Hold on. Peace, Universal Divine Truth. Hey, yo, Universal. It's for you, G. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yeah, so this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. So, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace, peace. What's the science, Universal? What's the science? Peace, peace, peace. Matter of fact, I'll just oh, I'm tripping. I didn't even put Wise Wednesday. Hold on. All right. So peace, peace. Wise you lit. Hey man, it is what it is. Yeah. Hey, look, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So the person I'm interviewing, the God's name is Born a Law. And this is oh shit. I let him maintaining God, dealing with knowledge, which is the foundation of all things. Indeed, peace, peace. I see that. So this is Born a Law. Now this brother is very influential to the knowledge in Morocco, Seattle, because he is the one that brought it here. So yeah, or at least the brothers that held on to it, their tree. You see, I don't know if brothers came here and taught before. I don't know that. What I do know is that the cipher that's here from the brothers that's here It comes from born, Allah, and justice. But and not old man justice, but born Allah is a man. So he'll get into the story, and then yeah, man. Hey, look, I'm excited. I'm excited. So yeah. Yeah, peace. So we're just waiting on Born Law to come through. Um, I'm just writing some last minute stuff. Um, so peace, peace, peace. All right. So we're just waiting on Born. So peace, peace, peace to everybody else that coming through. Make knowledge born. Hold on. Let me put my things in here. So uh, peace, Almighty True Divine Allah. Peace, peace to my big. Hey, yo, to my big brother, Almighty. It's for you, G. You know what it is. The Seattle Hustler. Yeah. So, peace, peace. So, like I said, peace, Divine God Allah. Peace, peace, peace. Hey, yo, Divine. It's for you. It's for you. Yeah. So the chat is filled up with divines. Yeah. So We're just waiting for Born to come through. So, like I said, I don't know if y'all heard the brother I'm interviewing today. His name is Born Allah. He's very instrumental in the knowledge coming to Morocco. Actually, he's the one that brought it here. And here's our big brother, Born Allah.
Peace, God.
Peace. Peace.
Peace, peace, God. How you be, Lord?
I'm doing well. How are you, G?
I'm doing positive, God.
Indeed, indeed.
All,
So,
all within the realm of knowledge.
indeed, that's peace. That's peace. So, we we're going to get it started. So, G, if you can introduce yourself.
Peace, God. To nurse. My name is Born Allah from Pelan,
Born Allah from Pelan.
Region 1.
Region one. That's peace, Lord. That's peace. So, are you originally from Pelan?
True indeed, God. I say most of part of my life from Pelan.
Indeed, that's peace. That's peace. Okay. So, G, when did you get the knowledge of yourself?
About the equality power year, the equality God years with the gods in the earth.
Mm-hmm. Peace. That's peace, G. That's peace. Oh, your screen is shaking.
All
Okay,
right.
there we go. Peace, peace.
Peace,
So,
God.
um, so let's go a little bit into your history. How was it growing up in the Pelon in the 60s?
Well, during the 60s, as a common knowledge, it was a phenomenon. It was cultural awareness, conscious
Uh-huh.
awareness during the 60s. Everybody had some degree of knowledge during the 60s.
Mm. So and just the atmosphere, everybody has some degree of knowledge. And um how old were you in the 60s? Let's say like 64.
About knowledge, wisdom.
Okay, okay. Do you remember the 50s at all and how different it was
The fifth, what years was that?
in the 1950s, the late 50s? Were you still too young?
Yeah, I was pretty much young, God, just pretty much playing around.
Yeah. So in New York growing up in the 60s, right? And you was in Pelon the whole time, right?
Right. I was
Okay.
originally from Oasis.
Oh, okay. 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 And when did you move to Pelon?
And I was about knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, understanding years old.
Oh, okay. About 1964. Equality culture.
Man, I'm not sure on that one, God.
Okay, that's peace. That's peace. So, do you remember how it was different from the Oasis and Pelon?
Being in the Oasis, we were pretty much around a lot of Jews, a lot of Caucasian people.
Uh huh.
In Pelan, it was more isolation with the original people and with power ruled people from Puerto Rico and stuff like that. So we didn't have that much exposure to the white man.
That's peace, Lord. That's peace. That's
During
peace.
the 60s, we was coming from a hatred of the black man. The worst thing you could call a black man is black. That's just as bad as talking about his mother.
mm,
So we had to come from a hatred of the black man, hatred of self, into a love of self. Through self-acceptance, which comes with knowledge of self, you accept yourself and you learn how to love yourself.
mm. And so, is that so? The era. Um, so, with that being said, do you think it was easier to get the knowledge of yourself because of that era? It was just in the atmosphere.
More the more of a choice. Well, in some aspects, it was a forced thing because that's what was going on. Just like how it is now with the gangs. You could choose to be a gang or you could be influenced by the forces that's around you, become a product of your environment. So
Mm,
with me, it was a choice thing.
hmm
I was enforced or came because of fear or intimidation or wanted to be accepted. I just accepted it because I bear witness to the knowledge. Before I accepted the knowledge, like most of us, we was exposed to the mosque
Mm. Okay.
through Malcolm. So the
Yeah.
foundation was already there. We just
And
didn't have no direction.
was there a powerful mosque in Pelan?
They're mosque number 7.
Okay.
Where Malcolm was the minister at mosque number 7. In Mecca,
Mhm.
none in Pelon that I know of.
Okay. Okay. None in Pelan. Well, Malcolm was powerful enough for it to travel and all over the world and stuff like that. So yeah, I understand that.
You have to acknowledge your equality on that, God. I beg your pardon. There was a mosque in Pelon on Prospect Avenue, which I used to go to that mosque
Okay.
in Pelon.
Indeed. Indeed. So you said you got the knowledge of yourself approximately 1965.
Yeah,
Okay.
through the
And
mosque.
what was that?
Through the mosque.
Through the mosque. All right. Okay. And so how was that going through that?
It was a positive experience, God.
And how far did you get into that? Yeah,
Not very,
you could have something hold the phone up for you, G.
man.
Yeah,
Finally, yeah.
yeah, you could do it like that. That's peace.
Had to go into an atmosphere where there's original people talking, being positive and speaking about positive things rather than cursing and fighting and throwing lying and cutting each other.
Yeah. Okay, that's peace. And in your time in the mosque, did Malcolm ever come over there?
No, I
And
never seen Malcolm.
okay, okay. So you said you got the knowledge with the gods and the earths in 1967, is that correct?
Right.
And do you do you do you know or remember how the knowledge came to Pelon to you?
It was all around. During that time, when I first got in contact with, there was what they call the 13 ministers. That
Oh, okay.
we didn't have 120. It was everybody was trying to pursue 360 degrees.
Uh-huh.
It was the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. That's what we had. So that's what I was striving to be one of the ministers.
So the 13 ministers, I never heard of that. Was that like the Nation of Islam, or is that the gods and the earth? The
God
5%.
and the earth.
Oh, okay. And was that specifically like Pelon?
It was throughout the nation, throughout the 5 boroughs, as far as I know.
Okay. Okay. And and at this time, did you meet any of the brothers like the first ones to bring it to Pelon? Do you know
No,
who they are?
then it was just a bunch of us running around and pursuing the knowledge,
Yeah,
grasping for whatever we could get our hands on.
that's peace, Lord. That's peace. And did you ever make a trip to Mecca?
Later on, once it became the 5%,
Mm. And what was it like going to Mecca for the first time for knowledge itself?
it was positive, God. Positive experience. Going to
Hmm.
build with area likes, minds.
Hmm. And what year was this? Do you remember?
67,
Okay, 67. So we're still in 67.
after
All
the
right.
father came on.
Oh, okay, okay. So did you go to the parliament at Mount Morris Park?
Yes, I did. I attended that rally when the law came on.
And so how was the rally? Like what did it how did it feel seeing Allah?
It was positive, God. Magnetic. Energized and magnetic, being able to draw from the energy.
Hmm.
seeing the Father for the first time in the physical.
Indeed. So I have some people. So some people are watching us. Watching us. So there's some questions. There's some stuff that's being said. And hold on, I'll go to the top. Peace. So born power, peace, wise prince, and all the gods in the earth. See
Peace.
I see I wise peace, wise prince. I'm running around today, so I won't be able to tap in. I'll catch the upload. All right, so peace. So truth rules, peace from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Here to take notes. Peace.
Peace.
So I be our born law, peace to the nation of gods and earths and all the human families of the planet Earth. Uh Shem God King said peace. I love hearing from the elder gods.
Peace, God.
So everybody's saying peace. When you say you got the knowledge of self in the mosque, what exactly they taught you?
More self-awareness about who the Caucasian man was and who we were.
Hmm. That's peace.
And how to think more independent as far as being original and being black and how to have love for self.
That's peace. And I be a born said, did you ever meet the father?
Yes, I did. An equality guard when he came home.
Okay. Okay. So when you officially got the knowledge of yourself, who taught you?
No particular guards assumed that responsibility. I had to learn on my own.
Hmm.
I learned from all the guards.
Hmm. Okay. And was there a particular area like the gods from Mecca, Medina, and Pelan, or
Mostly Pelan and Mecca.
okay, okay, and
Most of the first nine born, I really didn't associate that much with the first nine born. Mostly I went first to Allah for almost
okay,
everything. And build with the
okay,
gods that are my headlights in Pelan. We go to Mecca to build with the gods.
that's peace. So
And even though we'll go to the Oasis to build, I never met no gods in the Oasis. But we'll
Mhm.
go to like to the house parties and things like that to build. But like I said, I never met the gods. I heard of them, but I never seen anybody there.
Mm, okay, that's peace. So we got another question, Sham God King. When did you get supreme mathematics, and what were they?
But yeah, exactly. I don't recall exactly. I know it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, power, equality, God, will to destroy, born. Knowledge added cipher. There was no refinement,
Hmm.
and there was no freedom and no refinement.
Hmm.
That was all added on later on.
And did you add it? Did you add it on later on, or did you keep it how you got it originally?
I did the knowledge on it and bear witness that it was an understandable science that we could come to a common understanding and build on. So I accepted it.
Mm, okay, that's peace. I be a born said, what do you remember the father teaching you?
How to be an independent thinker and an independent doer. How not to be a follower. How to stand on your own truths. How to bear witness to the one descendant within your own self.
Mm, that's peace.
But like Allah said, I don't like no followers.
Indeed, that's peace. So, what kind of from what you remember, what kind of fire? Yeah, indeed. So peace. So, from did you ever get to meet Justice, Old Man Justice?
No.
Okay, all right. So in your dealings with Allah, right? Did he tell you how to teach the brothers in Pilon, or did you have a lot of conversations with him about that?
No, not as far as how to teach.
Hmm.
But it was required to teach what you know. That was the only qualification to teach what you know to be true.
Mm-hmm.
So each one was also required to be able to teach 10.
Mm,
Yourself plus 9 others.
that's peace. That is a jewel.
So we took that very seriously. We started doing our duty every day in teaching. That was mandatory every day. And learning something new every day.
Indeed. So, did you so did you build so the history I got on you, right, is that you and Justice came over to Morocco and teach. Now this is years later. Um so Sham God, right? I'll get to that right quick, Sham God. So did you know Justice back then? Your Justice?
Yeah, yeah, from Pelan.
Yeah. And he's from Soundview?
Right.
Are you from Soundview as well?
Nah, from Melrose.
Melrose. Okay. And is that close? I'm not familiar with Pelon. Is that close?
No, it's
Mel-
about no, it's not that close, God.
okay. So when the gods that you was rolling with to Mecca, when you guys got the teachings from Allah and from the gods you was building with, do you recall what area had the knowledge first in Pelon? Or not first, but when you got it?
It was all over. It was like a phenomenon. It
Hmm.
was all over, like how it was. We used to build and trying to teach the black man to have love for himself and be proud that the black man is God.
Hmm.
And the Bishop brothers from the Mars as well as the 5%. And then all in one day we hear say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Like a
Hmm.
phenomenon, everybody accepted it from James Brown all at once.
Yeah. So we have a question. Did you know Abu Shahid?
No, not
Okay.
until later.
Oh, not until later. Okay. So when you was coming up, learning and teaching, were you still over on Melrose?
No, Leggett Avenue, over by Prospect Avenue and Leggett
Okay,
and Peter.
okay, that's peace. That's peace. All right. So in 1969, when Allah returned to the essence, do you remember that time?
Yeah, I remember very well.
And knowing and having met him, how did that affect you when Allah returned to the essence?
Devastated like a father to lose, like a son to lose a father,
Hmm.
and asking which direction do we go in.
Hmm.
But the Lord told us when He returned, when He go home, that we'll be called the gods in the earth.
Hmm.
But He spoke about in '69. He spoke often about going home.
Mm. And so were you peace and equality, God? Oh, so Born Power said peace and equality, God. Did you get the lessons in any particular order?
Man, I got the 1 to 10, 1 to 36, 1 to 14, 1 to 40. Yeah, I said 1 to 36, 1 to 14, 1 to 40. Actual facts and solar facts.
Indeed. That's peace, Lord.
That's how I got it from Allah, where I received my lessons from.
Mm. Okay. So Allah gave you your lessons directly.
Right, we went to the school to get lessons from Allah. It was 3 of us. We had a younger guy with us. Allah's in the back reading the New York Times. He asked the young guy, could he read? We said, yeah, he could read. The God gave him a paper so he could read something out the paper. He read something out the paper. Then he went in the cabinet and then gave us the lessons. But he asked the younger guy, could he read?
Mm. Yeah, that's peace. So at this point, the lessons were printed.
Yes.
Okay, okay, that's peace. That's peace. And before that, did you ever get the lessons before he handed it to the young guy, the younger brother?
There we had bits and pieces from whatever we could gather, whatever we could find. That's what we studied.
Hmm.
So that's why we went down there once we found out where it was at to go get the set of lessons and get our names.
Mm. And was your name originally Born Allah?
No, Abu,
Well,
I think it was the Muslim name.
Abu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's peace. And then when did you change your name? Do you remember?
When we found out that the law said we can't have Muslim names, so we went to go get a name. We went to
Mhm.
go get a name. Allah told us He couldn't give us no name because a man can't give another man his destiny. So we had the
Mm.
names in the book. He had name flags in the box.
Mhm.
And we asked us to reach in the box and take out a flag. The flag that we took out that had a name, that's what our name would be.
Mm.
I took out the name Bala, Ballah. One God took out the name Hashaya. Another God took out the name Ismail.
Mm.
And one God took out the name Al Jara. And that's how we got our names.
So you said your name was B Allah.
Bala, Balllah. Bala with a
Allah.
right with a
Okay.
period be born Allah.
Okay. Okay. Indeed. Peace. That's
So
peace.
when I met the older God in Pelan, born Allah, he pointed that out. So I seen the opportunity to manifest Allah in my name. So I took it from Bala and put the period there to make it born Allah. And I've been
Mm.
manifesting that ever since.
That's peace. And this was in '67 when
Yeah.
you okay. That's peace. That's peace. Do you guys have any questions for Born before we continue with 69 and then further? All right. So so what I wasn't around clearly. So after Allah was returned, what after he was assassinated, how was it from 1960 to 1970 or 1969? Pardon self. So 1969 when Allah returned to 1970 or 71. Do you remember that time?
It's time to show and prove. Some of us say Allah could die. Those who fell a victim and those who understand the reality of Allah live within us, we carried on.
Hmm. Did a lot of people fall off? Did they a lot of people left? A lot of young people?
Yes, those who
Mm,
believe in the physical form of Allah and don't get the understanding the culture of Allah, the nature of Allah. Like I was saying, the first degree got to be found to be true of every original man. We all heads.
mm. Okay. So now we're in the 70s and did you go to the first show and prove
Yes, I did.
in 1971? How was that?
It was rejuvenating to see us come together, showing and
And
prove that Allah live.
that's peace. That's peace.
Because you know that goal was to cut off the head and the body will die.
Yeah.
That's why we got to say we all heads. There's no one head you could cut off to kill us. We all have the same equality of God and Allah.
Mm,
That's an atomic explosion that takes place within the mind of every black man. You can't destroy that within him.
that's peace. So now it's the 70s and you have the knowledge at least um well, the knowledge from the gods and the earth, at least like 3-4 years. So in the 70s, how was it different? How was it different in the 70s than the 60s?
Really no difference. We had to be confronted with the same task, doing the duty of a civilized person, regardless to whom or what.
Hmm.
We still confronted with that same duty today, a moral and civil obligation, a duty. It's teach.
Hmm. And in the 70s, was there so now the law is gone. In the 70s, it was rejuvenated with the okay. So said he said that it could be called. So we have a question from LT Station. Uh, just got in. I heard you say that Allah said that we would be the gods and earths. Did he say that we would be called the nation of gods and earths, or just that we would be gods and earths?
It's one and the same.
Mm, that's
What you
big.
did, what you born. If it isn't true, if it's in existence and it can't be made manifest, only if it's true, then that's what it is, and that's what's going to be born. That's what we born. When the father left, we had to assume the responsibility of father. How responsible for teaching the women and the children. When Allah was here, we were the children, and he had the women. We were the 5%. He was
Mm,
responsible for teaching us. Now we're responsible for teaching everybody in the world, the gods and the earth. Now we having the babies.
mm, that's peace. So Queen IMC Asia Earth, peace and sis. When did the brothers begin to call themselves God?
As far as I can remember, as far as the one first degree and the 1 to 10 is concerned, Father, civilization, and God of the universe. We always said that. That's what the 5% manifests. We the only 5%, not the Muslims and not the Masons, that manifest that God is the black man. We always said that as far as the 5% is concerned. The only 5% to manifest that. They
Mm,
say that the 5%, but they didn't teach that. They taught they was Muslims and they taught they was Masons. We taught that the God, our God, was the Almighty, true, and living God. We always taught that.
mm, that's peace. So going into the 80s, right? Now you've had it a decade plus. Are you still in Pelan in the 70s and 80s?
In the 70s up to 85, that's when I traveled to Morocco in the Bill Power years.
Not when Allah was here. He was only called God. Okay, so Mr. Vibes 305. Earlier in the video, I said that I said your question. So we'll get to that some other time. Yeah. So let's go into Bill Power, right? Because I you got a long history, and you have a specific history by bringing the knowledge here to Morocco. So in 1985, what made you, or what was the idea behind leaving Pelan to come to the West Coast?
Well, I had a son that was there that was in juvenile that I was concerned about.
Hmm.
So fundamentally, that was my fundamental reason for taking the earth I had at that time and going there to check on him
Hmm.
and build it while I was there, seeing that I didn't see nobody with the knowledge, and that became a concern of mine.
Hmm. So so in 1985, you came here, and there was nobody here with the knowledge. Um, how long was it before you start teaching the brothers here? Do you
I'm
remember?
not sure. I'm not sure what year that was. Now I did meet a guy. I came from Morocco here to once to the rally, and there was a guy that was building. He said he was from Seattle, and I came. By the time I got there, I never got a chance to see who he was or where he came from. But I met him one time when I was in Seattle. A guy by the name of Understanding. He had a brother there, and Divine Foundation speaks about his sister Tonight, who he met, who she manifested some knowledge of himself and told him that she couldn't teach him how to be God. That he had to
Mm.
find God to teach him the knowledge to continue on his teachings and studies. But they was there too, but I never really got that close with them to build.
Okay, so that God right there, that's divine understanding born to law. So divine understanding born to law had came to Morocco a few times, and his sister was out there too. So is Divine Foundation your first student in Morocco?
First God I built with, yeah.
Okay. And do you remember how old you were? And was this 1985 when you met him?
I mean, I was later on. I don't remember the exact year.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
peace.
keep track like that.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That that's peace. So, so with Divine Foundation being the firstborn in Morocco, how long do you remember how long it was until other brothers came that you was teaching? After you was starting to teach him, do you remember how it went?
Yeah, he began to build and manifest, reveal the truth. The other young gods that he was in association with.
Hmm. And was at this time, did Justice come with you?
I'm not sure what year the god came out there.
Okay, okay. Um, and you said it was just you and your Earth that left and or came here.
Yeah, originally, yes.
Hmm. Okay, that's peace. That's peace. And so how was Morocco compared to Pelan at that time?
Well, it's hard to convince the person that they're in the ghettos or that they being under the influence of the devil when they got a nice house and manicured yards and things of that nature. Where it's a little bit easier to convince a person that's living in the ghetto and see garbage and crime every day.
Yeah.
You could really see how they going through hell.
Mm, mm. So 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 in Morocco, when you first and for those that don't know, Morocco is Seattle, Seattle, Washington. So the God I'm building with right now, Born Allah, he's the one that brought the knowledge here to Morocco, or at least the cipher that's here. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, there you okay, there you are. So like I was saying, um the God born Allah, he's the one that brought the knowledge here, or at least the cipher that's here, right? Traces the tree to born Allah. So he has a very strong history here in Morocco. Um, so you were saying it's hard to convince people with manicure lawns and nice
Houses and
houses.
nice cars, that they're under the influence of the devil. They look at you like you crazy.
Indeed. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Cuz you know, at least since I've been here, there's no real ghettos here. So,
Right.
yeah, yeah, there's no real ghettos here. So then how did you teach the young brothers um how did you convince the young brothers enough to want them to learn what you were teaching?
You know, I don't convince nobody. Knowledge is power. And like we was taught, the knowledge always want power. The young always want power. And give them
Mm,
the knowledge and find out what they want. They're gonna apply their stuff to the to the fulfillment of their understanding based on what they see in their mind. But you give them the power, the knowledge, and they're gonna do that. It's like now we worried about doing things to convince the young. The young want power. Give them the truth. That's what power does. That's all we have was the truth. We don't have nothing else but each
mhm.
other and the truth. If it worked for us, it'll work for them. We got to teach.
Mm-hmm.
Solution. That's why it's not the police and the cameras and things of that nature. You got to get into the hearts and the minds of the people, and that's through the knowledge of self. That's where change comes about. Real change is within.
Mm. Okay, so how do you remember how you met Divine Foundation?
Through my son, they killed. They went to the same school together.
Mm.
But he was building with him about the 5% nation. Told him his father had the knowledge. Could he come over? You tell him you bring him over. And he brought him over to the rest, and that's how I got to meet him.
Mm. And A Kill was did he have the knowledge?
Yes,
Mm. And when did you begin to teach him?
he had the knowledge. He left. He got the knowledge from being in Pelan. We all left and came from Pelan together.
Uh-huh.
So he had the knowledge. My son True, he had the knowledge. My daughter Taisha, she had the knowledge. All of them had knowledge of self.
Indeed. So you taught them as soon as they was able to talk, learn.
And as soon as the baby could talk, they could accept responsibility as knowing having knowledge. If you know something, then you have knowledge. If you know how it works, then you have wisdom. As soon as they're old enough to understand that, so acceptance of responsibility, knowledge, and wisdom, then you get your understanding, penalty or reward. But you can't chastise a child unless you first give them the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and let them know the importance of the knowledge and see how they express it in a wise way or a mischievous way. Now that's as soon as they can comprehend.
Mm-hmm. That's peace. That's peace. And so what was your first impression, if you remember, of Divine Foundation?
Just
What
a project, right?
okay. So was there something about him that was like, yeah, I wanna give my time to teach him?
First of all, he wanted the knowledge and he was a knowledge seed. That's fundamental beginning right there. The
Yeah,
knowledge seed, the beginning.
indeed. And so the other brothers that that came was, did he bring them to you, or did he teach them what you were teaching him?
Somebody brought, somebody taught this stuff.
Indeed. And this is like the late 80s, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because the guys were saying that, because I always said the knowledge, well, it was approximately 1990, which after building with the gods, I saw that that was false. It's like the late 80s, correct?
Yes.
Indeed. So how long did you stay in Morocco from
Mm.
85 to?
I'm not sure.
Mhm. And your experience here was peace?
It was positive. Making knowledge born is always a positive thing.
And you would come back and forth over time. So when you left Morocco, did you go back to Pelan?
I left Morocco the last time and I went to Memphis.
Okay, okay. And is that where you are at right now in Memphis, or you're in Pelan?
Back in Pelan.
Okay, all right. Pelan's the home, huh?
Yeah.
Indeed. So the gods of Morocco, right? Growing up over here in the West Coast, right? Ho- did you see any difference between how the young was growing up over here than the young was growing up in now why?
No, not really.
Hmm. Okay, a space, a space. So knowing that this cipher traces back to you, right? And you um there was only one time I got to meet you. It was at the last show and prove, right,
Right.
in
I remember.
2022.
He was on the
And
grill.
yeah, I was on the grill, and I remember we was talking, and you was coming down to meet me, and then they asked me because I was on the grill on that Friday, so then they needed someone on Sunday to be on the grill, and then when you came down, I was like, oh man, like they,
Yeah.
I wanted to build with you because we only build in the sound and through
Right.
text and stuff. Um, but yeah, so knowing that the cipher is still going, um, and the cipher traces back to you. How is that? How was that? How was that? Knowing that you brought the knowledge over here, and it's still here.
That's peace, God. Knowledge is born that the original man in that part of the earth accepted knowledge. So I'm positive with knowing that.
Indeed. So I be or born, because he already answered that he didn't really build with the first nine. But the question is, who were some of the first nine born that you would build with, and who gave you the knowledge from that tree?
I don't remember building with either of the first nine born. I didn't really recognize the first nine born. I didn't
Hmm.
meet any of them that I know about.
Hmm. So,
I with my
go ahead.
own growth and development. Now, I don't really
Hmm.
remember building with Prince, firstborn Prince either.
Mm, okay. You said you don't remember building with firstborn
My
Prince?
wife was just asking me that. No, I don't remember building with the God.
Mm, okay. Now, at this time, when you're getting knowledge, these brothers is like their name is known, but not necessarily their face, right? So, um, when you said you don't remember building with them, like yeah, it's not like now where we got the social media, we got the face, a recognized faces. You're hearing about the people, but you may not know who they are. Also, I be born. He said, who gave you the knowledge from that tree? He said he got the knowledge from various gods, but he got it from Allah too. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know if you was on to hear that part. So you said you don't remember. So how do you remember how long you lived in Memphis?
About 3 years.
3 years. Was there anybody with knowledge out there?
Somebody with knowledge. I don't remember. I know I was building with some of the neighbors and stuff like that on a few occasions.
Hmm.
I started off in the Salvation Army, so I used to build with them in there in the Salvation Army, and they manifest somebody that had some knowledge. I went to go see who it was. It was somebody from Peace, somebody from Dr. York's sect.
Indeed, indeed. You have a very long history, G, and even if we're on here for 10 hours, we couldn't get everything. So I'm kind of like going over. Do any of you guys have any questions? Because we hit like decades in a matter of minutes. I don't know how long you have, G. So I'm respecting your time. Um, do you how long do you have to build, G?
A minute.
A minute? Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So yeah, I'm respecting that time. So do you guys got any questions for the guy about some of his history, the 60s, 70s, 80s, bringing the knowledge to Morocco, anything like that? And also, uh, also put the link in, and then you guys could do it like that. All right. So What advice, G? What advice would you give some of the newer 5 percenters coming in?
Due to knowledge, bad ones to everything, but bad ones to ownership of what is his own self. Apply the first degree in the 1 to 10 to yourself, and the knowledge add a cipher degree, who is that mystery guard to your own self. Because what you seek, you'll find within your own self.
That's powerful. That's powerful. So, do we have any questions? When was the last time you came out here in Morocco?
I'm
You
not sure.
remember?
I don't remember, God.
Okay, because I seen a reflection of you in 2014. You was at the a law degree day celebration
Right.
um, in 2014, and you spoke about getting the knowledge from Allah and building on your relationship. Okay. So it is justice still around?
Yes, he is, God. He's still in the sound view.
Okay, that's peace. That's peace.
Yeah. You're doing okay.
That's peace. And you're doing great too?
I'm doing okay, God. Thanks for asking.
No
That's
problem. No
positive.
problem. No problem. Indeed. So we don't have any questions for the God? He has a lot of history. Normally these interviews would be a lot longer, but indeed. Do you have time to build?
Not right
All right.
now, God. I got to motivate.
Okay. So I appreciate you coming on. And I have to have you on again. All right, G?
That's peace, God.
All right, appreciate you. We'll build soon.
20 anytime, God.
Peace.
Peace, God. Peace.
Oh, we have one more question. Did you know Allah B?
Yes, I did very well.
So
That's how I
uh
took the. That's how I took the period and put it in the B to come over born Allah.
also he's the one that told you that.
Right. I seen the
Oh,
God
okay.
on Prospect Avenue. He seen me with the flag.
Okay. That's peace. That's peace. And when you said you met Abu Shahi later on, do you remember when?
In the late '90s.
Late 90s? Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know he disappeared for a minute.
Right. Yeah.
Indeed. All right, G. So I'll let you. I know you said you got to motivate. I appreciate you taking the time with us. And I'll have to have you on again, G.
That's peace, God.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right. So peace. Peace. Yeah, that was the brother born Allah. Um, yeah, so Queen MC Asia, he doesn't remember. Well, you guys have to remember that this brother is in his 70s. So if he was what 12 in 1964, that means he was born in 1952, which will make him 71, approximately 71 this year. 71 years. We asking him questions almost 60 years ago. So, yeah, that's I mean, like peace, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, like all right, so LT Station. I thought wives would have let the God build on what the earth just said, which was contrary to what the God said answering her previous question. She said when Allah was here, only he was called God. Um, did you understand what he said? Did you understand what he said? Because he quoted the knowledge degree. Yeah. Yeah. So peace, peace. This was that was a really it was a really short interview. And yeah, like yeah, man, I was saying, did y'all have any questions? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Like, damn, man. I guess I should have sent out the link to the people. All right. Well, we'll probably have to break this up into um two parts. All right. So Peace, what did you guys think about that interview? Normally with the interviews, we would have the interview and then actually really he was actually rise. So really, he was more of a surprise guest than he was like a real interview because I asked him a few days ago, would he come on and build with us? Um, yeah. So what were you guys what was your thoughts about the interview? Um, what did you or not the interview, but just our surprise guest? Um, what are your thoughts about what he was building on? And yeah, so what were you guys' thoughts? Oh, almighty true divine. It was peace. Yeah. I'm still working on a few different people with interviews, It's like remember, like this isn't my this, you know, this isn't my day job. So uh yeah, that's how it goes. I'd be a born of law. Well, he seems like a peace god. He don't have any answers unless you have questions. Yeah, well, you would know like there's certain people that if especially like what I found out with, building with some of the older gods is that they're going to keep it short and simple. Um, Not everybody just rambles on and just lets you know everything. Now, I've been on the phone with him before, and he can go, and then you like, oh, that's peace, God. You know what's this? And then boom, 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 boom. Indeed. Yeah, he don't have any answers unless you have questions. Yeah, man. Look, talking too much, giving too much, man. Yeah, get your ass in trouble like that. Yeah, we got to do the knowledge, man. That's peace, though. That's peace. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. You see, so like I said at the Show and Prove 2022 Show and Prove, um, because I never got to meet him, right? And the gods always told me about him, right? So we communicate. We haven't really been communicating in a long time, actually. So for him to come on, that's peace. Appreciate you. Appreciate the God. So at the Show and Prove, we was texting, and I was like, okay, or I called him. I was like, yeah, I'm out here. I'm at the Show and Prove. I would love to build with you, meet you, all that stuff, right? And I did the grill at the meet and greet, right, on Friday, and because the Random Jewels, we basically put up the money and did all that stuff for the meet and greet, right? Other people added on, right? So I cooked. I did. I worked the grill for the meet and greet, and everything was peace, right? So then on Saturday, right, I didn't go on the grill because me and Knowledge Born was somewhere else. So we did our own thing, right? And then whoever else was on the grill on Saturday, they were on the grill, right? Sunday came, and Allah you justice, he him and Allah Mathematics was trying to figure out who was the god that cooked on Friday. And of course it was me. So after a while, like I was on the phone with Born Allah, and we made plans to meet up and build and stuff. So they asked me, could I get on the grill again? Now, if you was at the Show and Prove last year, and um or you was in the yard, that I was working 4 grills at one time, and it was just me. I didn't have any help. So it was just me working the 4 grills at one time, right? So he calls me, and I'm like, peace, God. I'm on the grill. I'm in the yard, right? Or I'm in the garden. So he comes through. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It was Oh, okay, yeah. So so he came. I'm busy as hell on the grill because I'm cooking for everybody, right? And I don't have any help. And hold on. CI, he was helping a little, but like it was just me because when I'm on the grill, like get the hell out the way. I got it. Like I got it. You see, so cooking for I mean in the kitchen, I cook like for hundreds of people at night. I used to, right? Maybe even 1,000. So like cooking for that many people, it wasn't that hard. But when I was going to meet him in person, I was on the grill, so I was midway into cooking, right? So if any of y'all was at the Show and Prove, you knew on Sunday or Friday and Sunday I was on the grill, right? So If you saw me, yeah. Next time at the show, next time I come, hell no, I'm not doing that. Maybe on a Friday. I'm not doing a Sunday. I'm not doing a Sunday. LT Station. No, I must have missed that part. I did not hear him quote the degree. I heard you. I heard you read her question, and he basically said he was always it was always that way. Seems like you went to the next thing. Then then she said, not when Allah was here. That was that he was the only one called God. If I missed something, it's because I was busy. I appreciate you. Peace. Yeah, no. So what he was saying, right, from what, yeah, the brother from Friday night. Yeah, no, I was born. Yeah, yeah, man. So what he was saying was that um how I got it, right? So you would when I asked was there any questions, I even put the link there. Y'all should have came on and asked him. You should have asked him what exactly he meant by that instead of, even when Allah can just ask him a straight up question, right? Um, because remember, is he had the knowledge, he said 67, right? So that's we going on 40, almost 46 years. No, 50, 56 years, pardon self. Yeah, 67. I'm thinking about Savior when he's 77. 67. So he's going on 56 years. He's going to 56 years. So I mean, like, come on now, like, hey, I haven't lived 56 years, and I don't remember everything that I did. So he was building on the knowledge degree, right? And you can go back and re-listen to what he was saying. So he was building on the knowledge degree, and he was talking about ever since knowing the knowledge degree, right? So I don't think he was discrediting people saying they called Allah God, right? Because remember, his name is Allah. And he got the born Allah got the knowledge in 1967. Remember, that's already 3 years in. This is after he said he met Allah in 67 at the Mount Morris Park when he did when he came back for the parliament. That's 3 years in. You see, that's 3 years in. And things was changing, right? Because remember, at this time, right? At this time, ABG was ABG, or how God Supreme was saying they was already going by Allah. They was already saying they was God when Allah was in Matterhorn. They was already saying they was God. He said, "Who knows?" Oh well, yeah, I mean, shit, yeah, 56 years, man. Like I said in the interview, you even if this interview was 10 hours, we couldn't go through his full life because I can't go through my full life in 10 hours. And we breaking it down, little by little, all that stuff. Yeah. Peace, my brother. Now was born. This for you. I be born. I love to build with the elders because I like learning and teaching our history. To me, learning our history is most important to learn our teachings. That's peace. And I was born, the brother from Friday night. Listen, we was sitting right there, God, with Allah mathematics asked Darkim, "Hey, you 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 know the brother that was cooking on the brother from Friday night? Like I'm sitting right there, and they don't know it's me." Like, yeah. He said, "Who knows?" All right, hey man, all right, yeah, hey, peace. All right, yeah. Hey, look, man, I wasn't there. I wasn't there, and you know, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. So it's better than making up shit because a lot of people be making up shit. Peace to the God, earth, and the babies and all civilized. So next time, willfully he comes on again, right? Because it's hard to get an older brother like that on here that isn't trying to be famous. That's not trying to be famous. Because listen, contrary to what the internet portrays, like it's hard. It's hard getting these older brothers. Like, look, savior knowledge is not coming on here. Like, and I'm his man. I'm his man. And he's not coming on. There's people that is like, hell no. Not everybody there. If y'all look, Savior, man, I'm Savior knowledge man. I'm his man. Okay, I'm real close to like he is not. At least he thought about it. Because listen, if it was someone else, he would have said fuck no. But for me, he thought about it. He's like, nah. I was like, peace, God. I appreciate you even thinking about it. Listen, not everybody, not everybody wants to come on here. Yeah, there's a few brothers I asked that said no. That said no. You see, and there's a few brothers that feel like motherfuckers is not worthy. So, keep that in mind is that in this nation, we got to earn it, right? We got to earn it. You see what I'm saying? So we got to, there's certain things that we got to earn. Like if y'all see him in person, build with him because he's in Pelan. And I don't know if he'll be at the show and prove in 2023, right? But build with him and see, acts in person. You see, because he didn't have all that time. I know we kind of spoil over here. We get interviews with people for 4, 5 hours and shit. Like, yeah, I know. Look, man. Hey, I hold on. Yeah, well, I asked all my questions. I asked all my questions. I didn't have a lot of questions, but I asked all my questions. I asked all my questions. Yeah, so just keep in mind, I know that on Im's channel, there's a lot of people that be interviewed. A lot of people do not want to be interviewed. A lot of people say, hell no, they don't want to do this. And I'm not even talking about born law. I'm just saying that, there's people that do not want to come on here because anybody can watch this. And in this day and time, people are watching what we're saying and they're using what we're saying to act like us. I've had builds about this. I've had builds with brothers about this that you know they don't appreciate it because even brothers that come on here all the time. Like, do you think I should be saying what I'm saying because I'm casting my jewels amongst the swine and they not even coming on here and building and showing their face? Yeah, so That's something to keep in mind. Like, not look, you'll be surprised how many people do not want to be interviewed on here. You would think it's a lot of people because If's channel and people jumping on, but people do not. Yeah, they don't. I don't know. Let's just say more people said no than they said yes. Because how many people I interviewed? I interviewed Darkim, Knowledge Born, Minister Freedom, Sunez, and this was more like a surprise guest. It wasn't really a interview because I be born. Peace, peace. So there was a brother. Hold on, let me go up. Or well, I don't know if it's a brother, but all right, Mr. Vibes 305. Who do I speak to about the knowledge? I'm in Florida. So if you're still on here, drop where in Florida you from, and we can yeah. I'd be a born. No, I understand why they don't. It's a lot of reasons why we don't. Yeah, yeah. So um I haven't caught much flack about this, about my channel. Um it's just, people, yeah, they don't want to do it. And okay. Hold on right quick. Peace, peace. So this is not gonna be a long live. Um on Friday we're gonna switch to the Zoom. So what's going to happen is I'm gonna post the Zoom link in the community tab, and we're gonna go from there. So it's not going to be a Zoom like I'm zooming it and then it's going to be live. So with the Zoom, it's going to be in the Zoom, and I'm not. I'll be recording, but I'll ask the cipher if they want us to put it on the channel. Late on tapping in, doing the knowledge on the messages posted. No doubt. Peace, peace. So yeah, like I said, um, on Fridays we're going to do a Zoom now. It's not going to be a live like this anymore. You see, so it's going to be a Zoom. I'm gonna put the link. Everybody's going to hop on. It's going to be peace, and those that when we're in there, um, it'll be yeah, yeah. We're probably I don't know. Depending on people's schedule. I'm not going to be doing interviews on Wednesday anymore. You see, this is something that I should have done on the Friday, but this Friday, our big brother on my true divine Allah had something he wanted to build on. So we're going to build on that, and Almighty True Divine, he's going to be like building on that. So that's peace, God. What made you decide to do it that way? Just just brothers input about um kind of like what I was just talking about, but people's input about them dropping jewels. You see what I'm saying? So like I know I talk for hours, but this is only the surface of what brothers gave me. And sometimes I drop jewels in there that you know, that people could take and okay, that's peace. However, I earned the shit that I got. I earned brotherhood. And when you're building like this on a channel, a lot of people don't have to earn it. And then they don't see that as valuable because they didn't have to earn it. You see what I'm saying? It's just, brothers is talk, like let's just say it needs to be uh at least half of it needs to be interactive. Cause cats be lurking on the channel, not adding on. Now yell, can't hide. Yeah, that's another thing. People they lurking on the channel. They not saying peace. They not, we don't know who's watching. You see, at least with the Zoom, we're gonna know who's who. We're gonna know who's who. And then we can build and a lot of the oh yeah. Cause cats be lurking on the channel and not adding on. Now y'all can't hide. Yeah. So a lot of the longer builds will be over on the Zoom. Because Wednesdays is not a good day for me to do 5 4 5 hour builds. I really, really, really sacrifice a lot to do the shit on Wednesday because man, I mean it's not something I have to do. So it's something I enjoy doing, right? Uh However, Wednesday is it's hard. It's always because like today, I got home from the justice at like 3:40 something. That's 2 hours behind. I'm tired as hell. And really, I was like, man, I was about to go to get some rest before this, but shit, by the time I was done eating, because y'all don't like me eating on here, by the time I was done eating, um, shit, it was like 4:22. I'm like, damn, where'd the time go? Like, honestly, I changed my clothes and got on here, man. Like, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna eat again because yeah. So, par and self, if I didn't have the energy for the surprise guests, but shit, everything's real. Wise, what time is it going to start? It's going to start the same. 4:30, around 4:30 to 5 or something like that. Um, the Godathons is definitely going to be over there. The Godathons, um, I don't know. I might still have the Godathons over here. I don't know. It depends. We'll have to put up a vote. Uh, but definitely the interviews we're going to have, and it'll be less interviewee and more interactive. You see, so like this, right, with Born in Law coming on, if we was in the Zoom, people can ask him questions directly instead of putting it in the chat, right? So people could ask questions directly in a respectful manner. You see, because we're not going to do disrespect, right? So um, with that, it could have been more interactive, and y'all could have got more out of him. I don't know how he feels about the internet. I don't know. You see, because with me, right, my interactions with people, they build, and because like I said, Born Allah, he talks. Like he's like, and he keeps going and going and going. So he goes, right? In this, he was like, "Just peace, God." Yep, he kept it short. I was surprised. I was like, "Okay, all right, that's not used to this." Knowledge born. That's why we finna make you a big time YouTuber, so you can tell that job to kick off. Yeah, kiss off or kick off. Solid idea. The evolution of your platform will manifest for the better. Indeed, indeed. We'll still have Wise Wednesdays. We'll have because not everybody. Because Born Law said Wednesdays work better for him. So yeah, it was either Wednesday or Friday. So as you know, and I asked other gods. I asked other gods, and we can get further into it and all that good stuff, and do other interviews and have people on and build and stuff like that. But I would say the more intimate builds, meaning the builds where brothers really drop jewels and all that's going to be on the Zoom call because I see the benefit. I see the benefit. You see, and then you're not casting your jewels amongst the swine because right now there's 11 people watching. I don't know who these 11 people are. They could be, friends, foes, neutral. I don't know. At least in the Zoom call, I'm gonna know who's who in the zoo. So is there any questions, anything that we could build on? I'm gonna make this a short one because, like I said, I am tired as hell. I was actually gonna be like, never mind, but I had somebody on, so you know, this is gonna be a short one. Do we any questions? Anything y'all want to build on before we leave? Um, yeah, y'all got any questions? Anything to say? Blase, blase. This is going to be a real short one. It's going to be like that. Peace, Mr. G1. Peace. How you living, Lord? Mr. G1, do you think that reason is a cop out, especially when deep fake technology exists? What do you mean by that, Mr. G1? Are you talking about like building face to face? There is a new voice AI that can have you say things in any voice, or even yours, and use a video fake image that seems real. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. There are actors and people who are famous that are leasing out their voice. So then what happens? Well, this is only a substitute from doing it face to face. Now that means people are they're going the extra mile to do that, right? Whereas the people here don't have to do anything but click on my live. You see, everything you're naming is yeah, that's like That's not high science, but you're going really technical right there. You're going that's some investing in technology right there. That's not the common people have access to all that. There is a new voice AI that can have you say things in any voice and or even yours, and use a fake video or a video fake image that seems real. So then what happens? Not building online because of trolls or what's well, you know, um, we can get to that bridge when it comes. However, like I said, uh, people could just sit here and watch and okay, peace, Almighty. Um, yeah, people could just sit here and watch with their book of life open, with 120 open, and see everything what I'm saying, and they could be like, "That's not right and exact," and never get on here and build. See, people can ask me questions, right? And it's my channel, so I have no problem. They can ask me questions, and I'm expected to answer, right? However, when I have questions for y'all can get off and act like you never even heard it. See, I don't know who's on here. See, at least with the Zoom, that's going to take some of it off. Now, if they doing all that just to build with me, I feel honored. I feel honored, Mr. G1. They doing all that just to build with little old me. Little old me. That's peace. Well, then I appreciate their effort. All right, so if there's nothing else that no other questions about, Friday, the Zoom or anything like that, or no questions about Born a Law, um, or even Morocco Cipher, I'm gonna give it mm, about one more minute. One more minute. So I'm gonna give it one more minute, and if there's nothing to build on, I'm gonna say peace and do my thing so I can, get some rest. Actually, my right arm is kind of numb right now, so I'm actually doing this, and yeah, so. But nah, man, I appreciate you guys coming on, watching all the time, showing support. Uh, just came through, so I missed the whole live. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I know that. Well, I don't know that, but I can see what you're talking about. Definitely going to heck the replay. Yeah, hit the yeah, 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 yeah. So I would advise, everybody, if you just go through what Born Law was saying, you know, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed some stuff, right? So go through what he was saying, care for yourself. Navajo God, go ahead and re-energize. Yeah, indeed. So all right, with that, like this is the earliest I ever, I got off on Wednesday. Like it's been a minute since I got off this early. So but much needed rest because man, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough one. This last month, actually a couple of months. Uh Almighty, I'm hopping off. So peace to our big brother Almighty True Divine.
Hey,
Uh
peace of the family.
Peace, guy. Yeah, I'm about to hop off.
Oh, you gonna go? All right. Well, I'm a. Uh, I don't like to do this by myself. I don't like that because I don't
Oh
see
well,
nobody.
yeah, I'm turning the whole thing off. On Friday, you're going to be the one that's uh doing your thing in the Zoom. Remember we talked?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you still gonna do that, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna strive to. Sure did. Sure did.
Yeah. So okay. So Mr. G
This
wanna
isn't,
appreciate
this isn't like, it's not like face to face. It's cyberspace. It's
yeah, G. Well, we're using technology to, be in tune.
yeah,
It's still mind detect mind, G.
yeah.
So all right, so what did you think about the interview or the special guest? What you think about that?
There's an older brother. That's peace. I'm not from Pelan. I'm from Medina, but it's all good. We all one. It's not my time era. My time era was the '80s. I got knowledge and build wisdom. So, I just listen and learn.
Hmm.
I'm glad that he said one thing about the lessons, because I got them lessons 110, 136, 114, 140 actual facts, the solo facts. So I'm like, yeah, that's how I got it, and that's a big that's a big fallout nowadays.
Yeah, true indeed. One thing I would say about just we don't take nothing on face value, right?
Hmm.
Um, but we don't automatically assume that our brothers and sisters is lying.
Hmm.
You see, now we don't take nothing on face value, but that doesn't mean we assume everybody's lying either. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, uh, but yeah, G, shit. Well, the Zoom call on Friday, our big brother, All Might True Divine, he's going to be, he's going to do his thing. Of course, I'm gonna be in there too, but All Might True Divine, it was his idea. We built on it, so yeah, he's gonna do his thing.
Hmm.
All right, G. So I'll catch you Friday.
All right, peace.
Peace, Mr. G1. Appreciate you doing your duty. Wise Prince Almighty. Yeah, indeed. Um, Nothing on face value. However, we face the value in everything. Ooh, I liked. Hold on. Shit, Mr. G1. Hey, I'm gonna have to put that in my. Hey, Mr. G1. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna write that down, and I'm gonna use that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write it down right now. Yeah, Mr. G1. I'm writing that shit right now. That's all. That's all yours. Hey, look. That's what I'm talking about. You see, that's a gem you dropped, right? And some people may not even deserve it. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching it. Do the each one teach one, like, subscribe, share. You know, it's ours. We all won. Indeed, appreciate you, Lord. Do the each one teach one. Hit the like buttons. Subscribe, share. Do the knowledge. I know it was a short. It was a short one, right? That's why I changed the name of the live. It was not an interview, right? So he was our surprise guest. Appreciate the God for coming through.
I speak for the five facilities. I speak for the five facilities, dude.
Indeed. So peace to the gods, peace to the earths, peace to the babies, man. Peace to the babies. Hold on. Peace to the babies. Peace to the civilized people, and peace to the uncivilized people, because the uncivilized people needed more. Peace.